Hello everybody, I hope everyone is doing well and welcome back. So for today's video, I thought it'd be fun to do a Shop My Stash. I feel like it's been a while. And if you aren't familiar with my Shop My Stash videos, basically I go throughout my collection and I pick out the products that I feel like using, the ones I haven't used in a while that I feel like need to be appreciated a little bit more, or whatever it may be. And I also throw in some newer products in there sometimes if I feel like it, if I feel like I need to get a better, well-rounded opinion on them before I do my roundup videos. So basically, I just use the stuff I feel like using. I did already film this video, but sadly my mic wasn't plugged in all the way, so I lost all the audio, which happens sometimes, kind of unfortunate, but whatever. I love the look, so I'm going to recreate it today. I felt really cute, and I used pinkier tones, which I don't really use that often, which I want to use more because I felt really good about myself. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already. It would mean so much to me, and let's get to it. So first, starting off with Complexion, I know which foundation I want to use today, and that is the Cosmetics Cushion. Love this stuff. Felt like using that today. And for my concealer, I definitely want to use my Becca Under Eye Corrector, as well as I'm actually going to try the Nars concealer again today. I'm just going to try using a little less, and I want to see how it pairs with the Becca. We'll see. I'm also going to be using this again. I want to give it another go. I've used this I think 5-ish times now. I have some new thoughts. And then for my powder, I'm going to pick up the Mcgrath loose powder today. Now for bronzer, there's so many here that I want to use. This is one of the sections I always have the hardest time with, but my eye directly goes to the Kosas one. I haven't used it in a very long time. Oh my god, why is this so tight? Jeez Louise. I haven't used it in a really long time, and I think it would be a good color. For my blush, I think I'm actually going to use one of these ones, the new Cosmetics Venetian Rose, or the Nars Hushed color. I've only been using the shade Gasp. I haven't tried Hushed yet. I'm going to put both of these to the side. This one might be too pigmented for the look I have in mind today. This one is very soft. For highlighter, I don't really know which one I should use. I feel like I rotate between these ones very well. Maybe the one I haven't used in a while is this Ilia one, now that I'm thinking about it. The Decades Daylight Highlighter. Also, look how cute these are. My grandma makes them. She watches all my videos, so hi May. Love you. For now, for lips, oh my gosh, this is always the trickiest question. I think I'm going to try this lip liner today. I want to go for a very soft pink, kind of Valentine's Day inspired look. This is the Nabla Cupid's Arrow full color Stilo. You can use these in a bunch of ways, but I'm going to try it as a lip liner today. I think I'm going to pick out a few lipsticks just to cover my bases, just in case. I want to try out this Cosmetics Cushion lip color. I haven't used this one yet. Same with I did it. And I'm also going to try to use these today. I haven't used any of these Buxom lipsticks, and I've been meaning to for so long, but I just never, I either forget or the colors don't match. So I'm gonna pick out these colors. Now for eyeshadow, I know I want to use these two. I woke up feeling like the Divine Rose palettes. I'm gonna maybe mix them. I don't know which one I want to use yet, so I'm just gonna take both of them out. Now for my last drawer here, I think I might pick out some lashes just in case if I feel like it today. I might not, I don't know. And then I don't really need anything in this section here, but for my mascara, I'm for sure going to need my Cosmetics one, and I'm going to try out the Bite one once again, and maybe I'll pick a little brown eyeliner too. And I have this one from ColourPop. Okay, so first things first, I'm the realist. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be using is the Becca Light Shifter doing Tint, and I'm using the shade Orbit 2. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand here, and I have some updated thoughts about this product. I've used this every day since I filmed my first impressions with it, just so I could really experience the product and see how it wears with other products as well. So I think I've worn it at least 7 times, and I do find that this formula is a little bit more texture enhancing than the Auric one. I find this one to be quite different from the Charlotte Tilbury product. It's still like a illuminizing product, but the formula itself is different. The Auric one has a gel-like texture, this one as well, but this one's just a little thicker. And I do find that this one enhances texture a little bit more. I feel like the pearl in it is thicker and maybe a little bit more light reflecting. So it does kind of enhance some texture. I also find that this one has a stronger base color to it. So I feel like the shade range isn't as flexible as the Charlotte Tilbury one or the Auric formula. Just keep that in mind. But I know a lot of people are like, why are there so many products like this coming out on the market? And I honestly don't mind it because there's so many concealers out there, there's so many foundations, so many blush formulas, cream blushes. I love having the option from all these different brands. You know, some formulas are vegan, some aren't, some have more matte textures, whatever it may be. It's really nice to have all these types of choices with different price points, and sometimes your views align with one brand better than the other or whatever it may be. So I like having a lot of choices. Plus I love glowy products, so I don't mind having a lot of them. So I do really like this Becca one. I feel like I do prefer the Auric one if I'm being honest. So anyways, that was my big speech about that product. Okay, so now for my foundation, I chose the Cosmetics Daydream Cushion Foundation. I'm going to be mixing two colors here because I'm kind of in between. I'm using Cloud Dream and Gentle Light. I use Gentle Light the most often, but I'm just gonna add a little bit of the other color just to match my translucent pale skin. I've never been this pale, but it's okay. So I'm just going to quickly apply this. By the way, the brush I'm using is my Royal & Langnickel Complexion brush. Also, I'm so excited because I had a really great meeting with my mom earlier this week. We finalized my plans for my kitchen, which I have been struggling with for a very long time. I always felt super overwhelmed because I didn't have a solid direction I wanted to follow, and now I do, and every time I think about the changes I'm going to be implementing, I get so excited, like I get chills. My mom is an incredible interior decorator. She has so many great ideas. She designed her cabin. I know a lot of you were like, oh my god, this place is so nice when I showed it in my vlog, which I will be sharing all the steps of my renovations and everything in my vlog, so you'll come along every step of the way. But I had to mention it because I was so freaking excited. Also, I wanted to say a huge thank you for all of the love on my first vlog. I was not expecting that response at all, so I was overwhelmed and so grateful, and it made me really excited to continue. It's really fun to be doing something different rather than just sitting in here in this room. It's really fun to edit and just think differently, so it's pushing me creatively as well. And I think it's also going to inspire me to do a lot more things in my life too, because I am definitely a homebody, and if I had the choice I would pretty much never leave my house if I didn't have to. But for the vlog, I feel like I'll be more inclined to do funner things too to share. I don't know, you know? But now I'm just going to blend out my concealer real quick, and I'm using the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I wanted to give this another go. I pulled this out for a reason, but it was in the wrong order that I have here. Okay, well, I'm gonna forego that. My bad, you guys. I got too excited for the things I wanted to talk about, and I went straight into concealer, which isn't bad. I'm using the shade Café au Lait, and I wanted to use less product than I did in my Nars video because I feel like that's the culprit. Yeah, that looks like 28 times million better. What? Looks way less texture enhancing and less dry. Still a little bit dry, but way better than my full face of Nars video. But now for my powder, I chose my Pat McGrath loose setting powder. So I'm just gonna take a little tiny blending brush to concentrate this product right under the eye. And I'm also going to set my forehead, but not anywhere else yet because I do have a few cream products I'll be going in with, and I don't want to disrupt that. I'm kind of sad I lost all of that footage, or all that footage went to waste, because I cracked a few good jokes in there and I feel like I won't be able to deliver them again because I'm not a good actress at all. So that's too bad. So now for my bronzer, I chose the Kosas Light Soft Bronze bronzer. That's not the name. I don't know why they don't have the name on the thing. It's like the moisturizing bronzer or something. But anyways, this is what it looks like. I don't use this often because the packaging kind of freaks me out. It has like this weird sound and it like makes my mouth water. I don't know why. And it also has kind of a weird smell. Let me know if yours smells weird as well, but it smells like the McDonald's playroom. It's not a good smell, I will say. But on the face, it looks really nice and it doesn't smell like that on the face. So I guess that's all that matters. I said I was going to put some powder on my forehead, then I immediately forgot. I'm just gonna take a tiny, tiny, tiny amount of it with this Royal & Langnickel Omnia Balm 125 brush. And I'm just going to put it right here to cut the shine a little bit. I've been getting kind of oily in that area, so I'm just going to prevent that. Make it a little long wearing, and then get back to brown. And this is my Pore Discontinued, I always have to look at the name, Airbrush Precision Foundation Brush. Going to really build this color up on my forehead since I have a lot of real estate up there. I love it, but you know, I just want to make it pull together with the rest of my face. I need to pull out this bronzer more because I think it looks stunning, especially paired with this foundation. I feel like it matches the same texture, but being a powder, it makes it a little bit more long wearing. I love the glow that it gives. It just is super seamless with this base product. I love this base. I feel like it's going to be my new go-to, my new fave. I don't know, I really enjoy it. But now for highlighter, I chose the JULIAA Decades Daylight Highlighting Powder, and this one's really, really nice. It's a little bit more on the intense side. I'm going to be using the same brush that I applied the Becca product, I think. Yeah, this is the Pro Glow brush from Moda. My skin is so dry this week. We're just getting out of the polar vortex. But anyways, now I'm going to take a little bit of this highlighter and I'm going to really buff it into my base here. This one's really, really pretty for a more intense highlighter. I find that it's like a more intense version of the Nars Fort de France. And I really make sure to buff in all of my highlighters in circular motions. I feel like it gives more of a natural effect instead of going like this, because you'll only hit like a little area doing that and it'll make it look like your highlighter is standing off your face a touch. But by going like this and kind of expanding the surface area that you're buffing the product in, it makes for a more natural finish. It just hits all the high points of your face in a really flattering way. It's great. It's a great technique. So now for blush, I am going to use the Nars Hushed blush because the Cosmetics Venetian Rose is a little bit more pigmented than I want for this look, but I have been using this color a ton this week and it's beautiful. It's quite pigmented, which is good, and I feel like it's the perfect suntanned, sunburnt kind of shade. Beautiful. I'm so happy that they came out with this shade in this formula as well. I love the serum one too, but it's just nice to have a powder version as well. It's such a stunning color, and I love the subtle pearl in it. It just reflects the light really nicely without enhancing any texture at all. I love that formula so much. I feel like I talk about it so much on my channel. But anyways, I wanted to use the Air Matte blush in the shade Hushed from Nars. It's a beautiful subtle pink. I've mostly been using the shade Gasp, but for a pinky blush, this one is so nice. And I also find that this formula is quite user-friendly because a lot of cream blushes are quite impactful at times or quite pigmented, and sometimes that can be tricky for some people who are a little bit heavy-handed with product or whatever it may be. This one's really user-friendly. It just blends and blends and blends. So even if you do over-apply color like I just did on my nose, you can just go like this a little bit and it makes it so much more natural looking. You guys know I do love a lot of blush, but some days it's nice to just have a little hint like this. It's so nice. I'm gonna have to look at the other colors that they came out with because this formula is incredible. So now I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera, and I'm also going to prime my lids while I'm at it. For my lids, I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty Eye Primer. This one is still my favorite. If you have really oily eyelids, this one's a fantastic eye primer. It's super waxy and it makes a really good barrier. And for my brows, I think I'm just going to do my quick brows today. I'm going to be using the Cosmetics brow pencil, same with the brow cream, and they're both in the shade Ebony. So while I'm off doing that, please enjoy the brow intermission. So for my eyes, I'm going to be doing a mixture of these two palettes here, Pat McGrath Divine Rose 1 and 2. These are so pretty. Look at this. I'm going to start off with the palette Divine Rose 2 here. This one's so much more vibrant than the first one. It's so cool. Look at this color. Green to pink. I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here first. It's a nice peachy pinky color, and I'm going to put this all over the lid. I'm just going to diffuse it into the crease first so we get a really smooth blend. This looks like a fun brush. This is a Nabla N202 brush. Look at this funny shape. It's like a flat brush, but it has like a little, it looks like a little foot, like a dog foot. Anyways, I'm going to take that same peachy pink color and I'm going to pat that all over the lid, kind of blend it. Have you guys watched the Cecil Hotel documentary on Netflix? I feel like it was covered up. I don't believe the ending. And why was that blonde lady defending that freaking hotel with her life? I don't know, something's off with her. Anyways, what do you guys think if you've watched it? So I originally went in with this brown to kind of define the outer corner. I might actually switch it up and use this plummy purple instead. I think that would be a little bit more fun. Let's do that today. I'm just gonna take that on this little angled brush. This is a Moda line brush. I'm just going to kind of make an eyeliner, but I'm going to really smudge it out. I just wanted it to be subtly defined right there, but I also wanted to elongate my eye. And to soften it up, I'm taking a little bit of that original pink we went in with, and I'm just gonna run it over top just to kind of dull it down. I just wanted a subtle definition there, and I'm just going to take a touch of that purple and bring it on the lower portion here. And now I'm going to take the pink and bring it across. Okay, so now I'm going to add some shimmer, and I wanted to use this really cool shade from this palette. I'm going to be using this shade right here, which appears gold, but then it shifts to pink. It's very beautiful. Like, look at that. I love colors like that. And I'm going to pop this in the center of my eye right here. And I like to layer it on top of that pink to kind of bring out the gold shift in it. And I wanted just a sheer amount of that, so I'm lightly tapping it on and kind of tugging at the edges gently to blend it in so there's no harsh edges at all. And now I'm going to dampen a little brush with a little bit of setting spray. This is the first one I had in my drawer. It's the Lila B one, or the closest one rather. So I'm just going to dampen that real quick, and I'm going to take the glittery pressed shade from the Divine Rose 2 palette, this one right here, which has the same kind of tones in it. It has a lot of gold and pink glitter in it, so it's going to flatter this look very nicely. And these are some of my favorite formulas in her palettes. They're so fun to play with. And I'm going to concentrate that closer to my lashes, right in the center, right above my pupil, so it really enhances my iris, or draws the attention to that area the most actually. And I'm just going to take a little bit more of that satin shade, kind of blend it on top to make it look like one color. And those glitter shades in darker lighting situations are insane. They really pop off. And I'm going to highlight my inner corner with this one. Now I'm just going to catch this eye up to speed real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so it's mascara time. I just curled my lashes real quick, and I got a little sassy with it, so I gave them a really good squeeze. The mascaras I chose for this look were the Bite Beauty Upswing. I totally get why Jamie Page said UPS wing, because it's all capitalized. That's hilarious. That killed me so hard. Jamie, that was a good one. And for my bottom lashes, of course, I'm going to be using the M Cosmetics Pick Me Up. So I'm first going to apply the Bite Upswing Mascara, and I'm going to hold a Post-it note, because I know since my lashes are extremely curly that I'm going to hit my eyeshadow. It's just gonna be a disaster, so I'm gonna attempt this. Let's see if this works. The only thing though is now I don't have a mirror to to look at my eyes. Hey, that actually worked pretty well to get the tips covered. Hey, not bad, not bad for a little hack if you curl your lashes too much. Okay, and for my bottoms, of course, the M Cosmetics. And I'm going to apply a very, very little amount to all of my lashes at first. Because I wanted this look to be very soft and pinky, and I wanted to reflect that in the bottom lashes too. So I'm just covering the lashes a little bit so they just look like they have a lash tint, and then I'm going to build it up on the outer portions right here just to bring my eyes out even more. It's a really, really great trick, especially if you have rounder eyes but you want them to appear a little bit more almond. Okay, so here are the eyes all finished. I love them. Let me know what you guys think of them. I think it's super cute and a little different from what I usually do, and my usual is just warm browns, neutral browns. So this is a fun little switch up, but now it's time to move on to the lips and then we're finished. So for my lipsticks, I chose a couple, but I narrowed it down to these two shades right here because these are two that I think will flatter this look the best. The other ones were a little bit more brown. So this one is the Mcgrath Kiss Kiss lipstick in the shade Nude Flirt 307. It's a beautiful color, which I think suits this look perfectly, especially with the blush. This one might be the stronger one, and this is the Buxom Heartthrob color, which looks a little bit ashy on my lips actually. I would have to mix it in with something else. I'll show you what I mean. It's like way paler than you'd expect. Like it barely shows. So I think I'm going to use the Mcgrath Kiss Kiss one. And for my lip liner, I'm going to actually use this Wet n Wild gel lip liner in the shade Bear to Comment, because this one from Nabla was surprisingly a little bit more brown. See right there? I was shocked. So I'm just gonna quickly line my lips, and I have a bunch of lip balm on, by the way. I cannot. Cute color. These lip liners are phenomenal. I need to get more colors in them. I love it. So now I'm just going to apply some of this lipstick. Oh, such a good color for these pinky looks. And then I think to lighten it up a little bit, I'm just going to add a little bit of this Buxom White Russian gloss just for fun. Actually, this might be a bad idea because I know that these do have some plumpity umpities in it, so it might hurt my lips. We'll see. But yeah, that kind of burns. But it looks cute. Sometimes you have to suffer to be beautiful, and that's what my great grandma said. So here's the look. What do we think? I think it's really cute and flirty and warm. I don't know, I really love it. I'd like to use pink tones more often because I think it looks really cute and youthful. I don't know, I really like it. So let me know what you guys think of this look. But with that being said, that is all for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's Shop My Stash video. If you did, please give this video a like. It would help me out so very much. I'll make sure to link all of these products in the description down below as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.